All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Game Over Played Again. I am Tom Watson,
And I am Anthony Morris.
and we are bringing we're 5 years old today. We're gonna play a farting game. Sigi, a part of Melusina.
Close enough.
Close enough. Well, we don't know how to pronounce this. We actually Googled it, and we can't understand the French guy on the Google.
That is very true. But I did learn some interesting facts about Melusina.
Oh, Melusina. Yeah, I like
Melusina?
that. That's how we're saying it. We're right or wrong, I don't.
So it turns out that she is a legendary figure in European folklore, often depicted as a beautiful woman with a serpent or fish tail, or sometimes as a dragon. She is known for her curse, which causes her to transform into a monstrous form on certain days.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
That is kind of cool. Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into this game here in a little bit.
Yes.
So what have you been up to, Anthony?
Just wedding planning and dealing with all the fun that comes with that. It's taking up a bulk of my time, man. But we've got the invitations behind us now, so hopefully it'll start getting easier and easier as it gets closer to the day.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I was I was at work today and I was looking through we did some wedding invites for somebody else. I won't tell you what they paid. It might hurt.
Well,
It is what it is.
it
Well,
is what it is.
I've had a lot better time than you apparently. I've been playing motorcycle as much as I can. We
Yeah.
went up to Red Lodge over the weekend and had a good old time at the Iron Horse Rodeo.
Oh yeah, what were you doing in Red Lodge? Why were you there?
Oh, they have their motorcycle rally up there. They call it the Iron Horse
Okay.
Rodeo, but I only went up Friday night, I had a few drinks, chatted with a whole bunch of friends and spent the
Yeah.
night under the stars. It was a good time.
Any special reason you were up there?
Well, for that we were just kind of hanging out, but had a nice fun birthday week and that's just
Very
a
good.
night. Yeah, that's just a nice way to end the week is to go up and hang out with a bunch of guys.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Nope, nope, nope. In fact, then Tommy got me the Last Ronin, the comic book series there, and
Nice.
Natalie took me out to dinner, and Christopher got me a Brad Williams koozie and got it autographed from when we went about a month ago. And
Nice.
good time. Even went and bought myself my own tattoo.
So
I got
out
to
of
have
all the
everything I need.
Oh, sure. And I
Yeah.
kind of remember you telling me you bought a couple gifts for yourself as well, besides the tattoo, perhaps a Lego set of some sort.
Well, that's no one's business, but thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, I got a Horizon Lego set I need to put together, and bought a slushy machine. I got in more trouble for the slushy machine, but I'll tell
I
you what,
bet.
oh man, it makes some good drinks.
Yeah,
In
that's what
fact,
I've heard.
I took that up to Red Lodge, and we had Apple Crown and 7 Up slushies, and
Ooh,
polished off a whole freaking bottle. And I'd like to say that more people helped me with it, but not a lot.
that sounds good, but it also sounds like a bellyache.
Not gonna lose any weight this way, right? Oh shoot! And then I've been playing. I found a new game called Dumb Ducks that I'm almost done with. That I wanna review when we get a chance. A little bit of Vampire Survivors. Tommy's got me hooked on that game, man. I tell you what. And then I replayed Sigi again, which we're gonna talk about here pretty soon. But before we get into that, how about you? What have you been playing?
Well, truthfully, not much. I had a little bit of a rough weekend, so I decided I was going to beat Cyberpunk, and then I also started Cyberpunk again. So
Right. Yeah, and you said
that's
you were doing that for some reason.
Yes, so there is a special shout out to all you Edge Runner fans. There is a special Cyberpunk Sam Damerston David Martinez build that I'm wanting to do. So it kind of adds a whole new feel to the game.
Right.
And
Right.
there's also like 4 different endings you can pick from, and of course I have to see all the different endings.
Of course you do, because it's like a 20-minute game, right?
Yeah, the intro itself is about 6 hours.
Right. Well, I'm pretty sure that Paul said that he would totally come on and discuss Cyberpunk with you. So
Yeah,
So we
that'd
got
be
an
a good
in there.
episode. That'd be fun.
Yeah. And just a note to everyone out there, we actually recorded this podcast yesterday. And of course, when I went to go edit everything, nothing works. And so we're trying it again. So this time we're not actually together. I'm actually in my office. Anthony's at home, and we're doing this over Discord. So if it sounds a little different than normal, that is why. But we wanted to make sure we did our best to get this episode out. So with that, are you
Absolutely.
ready to get this going?
Yeah, let's squeak it out.
All right. Well, cool. Let's talk. Sigi, a fart from Melusina. How far did you get on the game, bud?
Well, I almost beat the game. I
Okay.
played it with you at your house, and actually ended up having to have you do the final boss. But
Well, yeah,
um,
but
you know,
you downloaded it, right?
I did download it. Yes, actually was playing it while we were trying to get this up and running. I made it to level 4.
Nice, nice. So you're
Yeah.
just plunking right away. Well, I tell you what, I picked this game up about 2 years ago. It came out. A little backstory. It came out on the Steam Deck, or came out on Steam. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. December of 2017, and then it came out for everything else September of 2018. And it's a $5 game. You know, you can get it $5 on Steam, Nintendo, Xbox. And actually, right now, on the 21st of July, it's $2. And that's where you downloaded it, right? It was on the PlayStation?
Yes. Yep. I did download it on my
Okay.
PS5, and this game it literally came out for everything, even consoles that I hadn't heard of. I was reading somewhere where it came out on a new Atari system that I wasn't aware was released.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that a little bit the other day.
Yes.
That's a funky system, and they want $200 for that damn Atari.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And it's running a Linux operating system, so I suppose if you wanted to hack it, jailbreak it and do different things, you could probably do some pretty fun stuff, but
We,
I don't think it's worth $200.
no, not when you're playing a $5 game.
No, not at all.
Oh, too funny. So guys, if you like potty humor, this is a game for you. It's a platformer, left to right. You jump, you shoot. Um, you start in a castle. You collect coins and come. It's Mario. It is
Yeah,
a Mario knockoff,
essentially.
maybe like a poor man's Mario Maker,
A
if you
poor
will.
man's Mario Maker.
I mean, it's even 8-bit, so it's really,
Yeah,
it's got the whole look and everything. But you walk out of your castle, you do a couple things, and you come across this mermaid, right?
yeah.
And he comes out and he's like, oh man, she has these big lungs, and you're like, uh-huh, right, that's what you're looking at. I get that. And and then he goes, uh-oh, the pressure's starting to build up, and he farts because that's what he does. And then the mermaid just kind of goes ew and falls into the water and swims away. That's the beginning of the game. Sounds like
Yeah.
a good start for a Mario game, doesn't it?
Sounds like a great start for a Mario game, and I love how he farts in front of the pretty girl as most nervous men do.
Right,
Um,
right.
I kind of remember on our previous recording, you had another way that you had described the mermaid. Do you wanna share that for the
What
viewers?
I said was I think he says nice jugs, but when I went
Right.
and I replayed it for my Twitch stream, I noticed it said lungs, and I'm like, well, I was pretty close.
You were pretty close. They're in the same area, I suppose.
Yeah. Tomato,
But
tomato.
yeah, but we're not here to talk about female anatomy. We are here to talk about Sigi.
We're not, huh?
Well,
Well, I tell
maybe
you what,
after
man.
the podcast.
Right. I tell you what, this game could totally have been released on the Nintendo or the Super Nintendo without a problem. It fits right at home in there. And you come out and you play. There's only 20 levels in this game. You got 3 mini bosses and 1 main boss. And so you start level 1, you jump through. There's some bats and some skeletons, and you go through and you spell your name, Sigi, Sigi, and you go in all these different rooms and you find the letters and you get some extra lives, and then every once in a while you'll find some shields and you'll get extra lives. And you have infinite continues, but
Yeah.
when you restart, you only have 3 lives.
Right.
So the thing is if you can go through and just keep piling up all the lives, it benefits you at the end of the game because the end boss is he's just mean. There's just
He's
no
very mean.
yeah, and we'll talk about him when we get to the end there of this podcast. But he sucks up all your lives. So um, that's kind of where I would start is just try to collect everything. I have been trying to trophy hunt this game, and there's only one trophy I'm missing, and that is beat the game in 30 minutes. And I'm about 5 minutes
5 minutes.
over.
5 minutes over. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was.
I think it's like 34 minutes and 22 seconds or something like that. And that's because I didn't think I had enough lives. So I went and I replayed one of the levels that I knew I could get a bunch of lives in. And I just need to go and play the game and just play it straight through. But this is a fast game.
It is a
There's
very fast game.
you don't need to spend 20 hours on it. And, I mean, I think the first time I played it, I think it took me an hour. And then it was 45 minutes the next time I play. And I get a little faster at it, and then I forget all about the game. In fact, I chuckle every time I go through my list of games, and I come across this one. It's like, oh yeah, the farting game, you know.
The
And
farting
it's just
game.
the farting game, and that's exactly what it is. It's just the farting game because every time you get through the level, and they're pretty quick levels. At the very end, you stop at this hot dog stand, you get your hot dog, you fart, you move on to the next level. I mean, it's really bad. Um, but first mini boss, his name is Blind John, and
Yes.
he's kind of a pain in the ass.
He very much is.
Yeah, he's a drunk. I'm gonna guess he's drunk.
I'm going to assume, yeah, he's definitely been sipping on something.
Right.
And it although he's definitely I don't feel like he should be the first boss. I feel like more
Oh, I totally agree. I think he should be at least the second boss because the second boss should be the first one. Is if we're gonna
yes.
go, ramp up the difficulty spike. But for Blind John, he comes out with his slingshot and he's standing there and he shoots at you and then you move so you don't get shot and then he starts charging to where you were and then he runs into the wall and then you jump back down, you shoot him in the back a couple times and he turns around, shoots his slingshot again, you jump back up and whatnot and you repeat the process and I mean, you have 3 hearts, and he has
Yep.
8 to get it.
Yes.
And you just sit there and you rinse and repeat. And in the meantime, you have this bird, this crapping bird that he craps lava, and you have the skeletons and the zombies coming down trying to get you, as you do, and it just makes it a little bit harder. It's
It
it's
does
not that
have.
it's not that it's a hard game. It's just takes you a second to get good at it. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Once you kind of get over the learning curve, it is very enjoyable, but that first boss is so annoying.
So Blind John mini boss was level 5, and then you do level 6, 7, 8, 9, and again they're fairly easy. And then so number 10, you come across the steel horse, and it looks like this what gargoyle or gremlin or whatever, and he's on this steam powered machine, and he's basically he's trying to run you over. Anything in
It's
his
like
way he's gonna kill.
he's gonna demolish, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
he's driving a big iron lung.
Yeah. And so basically, what I found to do, the fastest way to beat him and the easiest way is you just basically stand on the ledge and you just keep hucking these axes at the smokestack of this machine he's driving. And then once that's done, then he goes away. So, like I said, the second boss is pretty simple.
Yeah.
And then you got 4 more platforming levels until you get to level 15. And I don't even know how to pronounce this. Um, I'll try. Coles Terrell, Kollesteterrol. I don't know how to pronounce it. If you guys know how to pronounce it, you can let me know. I probably won't get it, even if you could verbally tell me and I can't say it. So we'll call him the French fry guy, right?
French fry guy.
Yeah, because basically you're in this vat of oil, and he looks like French fries. He's throwing French fries at you. You know, he even looks like a McDonald's sleeve of French fries. You know, red box, the whole 9 yards. And you start on the left hand side, and you shoot him a couple times, and the left hand side goes up, so you got to jump across to the right hand side, shoot him again, and rinse and repeat. And that was a fun one for you, wasn't it?
That one was very frustrating. I could not get the timing right, and it was just extremely annoying.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I had you to help me out with that. Of course, the second boss, there is a little trick on that one where you can stand on the right platform and get as many hits in as you like. So,
Yep.
thank you for your help.
Well, that's just from playing him a couple times. I learned that if you drop down, like you said, right in front of him, you can just dump as many knives into him as you can, and he's done.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
once you get so
absolutely.
far, you still have that crapping bird, and then there's a witch that comes in that tries to distract you too. And that's kind of a pain in the ass.
Very
But
much
then,
so.
so then you got 4 more levels, and the difficulty's ratcheting up on these.
Yes.
And the secrets are a little bit harder to find. You have to find like these tunnels, or I should say, if you find these tunnels, not only do you find the letters for Sigi, but you get food, you get ammo, different kinds of ammo. I know that your favorite ammo is the chicken wing, right?
Yeah, love it. Oh, I can't stand that chicken wing. That
What is
that
what is your favorite one?
um I like the three swords.
Yeah, the 3 daggers. Yeah, I like that one too.
That
The
one's
other one I
probably my
like is
favorite.
the ball and chain.
Oh yeah, that one is a good one. That
Yeah,
one had
that
a
one.
little bit of a learning curve for me, but when you're dealing with mobs, it's very effective.
Oh yeah, it takes them out. I think it's the strongest one, but it's not the fastest one.
Very true. Very
Yeah.
true. No, the
So
chicken wing is just terrible. It takes about 15 hits to do anything. It's
right,
it's the worst weapon in the game.
and that's a simple bat that you could just jump on.
Yeah.
Um, so then you come to the final boss. His name is Ivan Stinkup, and he's Hulk Hogan, dude. He's a green
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan,
He's a
and
green Hulk Hogan that farts lava.
likes to body slam you too.
Yes.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the game tells you exactly how you have to beat him. And they're like, "Oh yeah, just get on the other side of him and shoot him from behind." And then when he turns around, you just get on the other side and shoot him from behind, and that doesn't work.
No. No, it's
No.
glitched.
Well, and I thought the gameplay for this game was actually fairly tight until that stage. It's like they were rushing this game,
Absolutely.
and the other thing is the other thing about this game, it makes me think of like Tommy's uh, game designer and whatnot. I could see him building a game like this. And then I could see his boss coming in and be like, "Hey, you got to get this done now." Oh, okay, here you go. It's done. And I think that's what they did on this last level. They were racing against the clock trying to get this damn thing out and
Yeah.
just kind of cheese the end. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. For as simple of a game as it is, the gameplay is a lot of fun. It has a beautiful aesthetic. I love the sort of dark, liminal, medieval vibes that it has. Although it's not very fitting for the times because there's bouncing tires and various food trucks in the game that you utilize. But it's essentially it's a game that cost $5, so how much about it can you really gripe?
Right.
But for how simple it really is nice gameplay until you get to the end. It feels like they had a deadline to meet, like they needed to get it finished for a class final, and they just had to turn in what they had.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, and
that's
that's a great
my
way to talk
biggest
about it too.
complaint.
Yeah. No, that's I actually like that idea. Um, this could totally be that.
Mhm.
I didn't even take the time to look to see who developed it, or anything like that. Uh, but it's got that retro itch that
Yes.
scratches me just in the right spots. But back to Hulk Hogan or even Stink Up, whatever we want to call him. Um, he is he's a life sucker, man. And
Yeah, he is.
you almost want 20 lives when you go to play with him. I think I spent on my last playthrough on Twitch, it's 10 or 11 lives it took me to beat him. And that's just because I've played it enough to where it's almost that muscle memory. Because I found that I can almost glitch the game if I shoot, turn around, turn back around again, and shoot. So I'm not getting on the other side of him. I'm just turning around all the time.
Right.
And that worked out pretty well,
Okay.
you know. So when you
Yes.
get, I know you downloaded that today and you're playing it again, but when you get to that, give that a whirl. Because like I said, I did that on my Twitch stream, and anybody who wants to watch it, we actually have it playing in the background of this podcast. And
Yes.
like I said, it's 34 minutes, so hopefully this podcast goes at least 34 minutes, so you could actually see the gameplay. But if it doesn't, or you actually want to see it with sound, um, I'll have a link to go to my YouTube channel to where you can check that out and whatnot. There's no commentary. That's why I said it's okay for kids to listen to this one. In fact, that's the other thing. We're not even cursing in this episode,
No,
and we should probably keep it that way just in case kids want to watch this one.
that's for sure. Because it is a very family fun type of game.
It is, and so I guess if we do curse, we can always put in a beep or something, like the sound that the dang bird makes when he's pooping on you.
Yeah, or maybe a fart or something.
Oh, fart noise. We'll
Yeah.
put Siggy's fart noise in there.
Yeah,
That's
we
easy
should.
enough. Yeah. Um, but yeah, um, it's just what a fun little game.
It really is. It really is. Outside of the minor glitches at the end, it is a great game.
Yeah. Well, then, so at the very end of the game, Hulk Hogan he's captured this mermaid, right? She's all tied up on the stake and she's watching you fight for her.
Yeah,
And you
he's
get to
got
the
her.
end and you beat him and he explodes and then you fart because that's what the farty night does.
That's what you
And
do.
and she's like, "Ew," and leaves again. What the hell? You just saved her life.
Should have
And she
saved
just
yourself the
leaves you.
trouble and stayed home.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know. It's actually hard to do this episode twice because I can't remember what we have and haven't talked about, and I'm just kind of going from my notes from the last time we talked about this, but um, it just seems like we had way more to say about this game last time.
Yeah, I think we did. It was fresh. We were both pretty passionate about it,
Yep.
and it's hard to recreate that. I feel like we're not doing the game as good of a justice as we could, but
Yeah.
but
No, I get.
it is a great game. And going back to what you said about you beat the boss and then the mermaid still leaves you in the end.
Yep.
I heard a saying, I don't know if I read it on Facebook or where it came across it, but um, love is a lot like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably shit.
Dude, we're gonna use that in your wedding toast.
I love it.
I'm not doing it. Maybe one of your other guys will do it.
I
Oh,
just
that's
felt like it was
horrible.
very fitting for the game.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Well, what else should we talk about before that we score this thing?
I think it's a great game. Everybody loves farts. So, your kids, your teenagers, your 20-year-olds and up, everybody is going to get a kick out of it.
Oh yeah.
The controls are super simple. If you've never played a game before, it's definitely one of those games you could just pick up and run with.
I think
So,
you'd knock out the first four levels pretty easy, but I think anybody who if this is a game you're starting with, like a I don't know, we'll pick on an 8-year-old kid.
sure.
He's gonna that first mini boss. He's gonna be mad.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean there definitely is going to be some rage, but
Yeah,
it's uh it's 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 a nice little side scroller, and when you're not sure what to play and you want to pass some time or you need a good laugh or feel like just trophy hunting something easy, this is definitely the game to play.
yeah. Well, and it is. That's why I was saying it's a short game.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
why not just it's a palate cleanser, if you will.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely. It's a
when I
nice
play,
reset.
yeah, when I play a 20, 30, 40 minute game, or minute, hour game, how nice is it to come back and play a 30, 40 minute game?
Absolutely.
Just like Mario, just the regular Super Mario Brothers.
Hmm.
It's sitting down and just hammering through that, a couple levels in that game. Man, not only is the nostalgia there, but it's just a fun little mind-numbing game. Jump, jump, shoot, move on. You know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Absolutely.
but well, I know we talked about it the other day, but I am still giving this game play it again and again. It's an A in my book.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's
Same
it's
here.
not perfection. It's far from perfection, especially with that wonky end boss. But this is a game that I've only put 4 hours into this game, and I've probably played it. Oh, I don't know, all the way through probably 7, 8 times. It's just a fun game to me.
It is a great game. I agree. I give it an A. I give it a 99. It's got that glitch at the end, but it's definitely something I'm going to play again and again and again. And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Now I don't see my kids ever playing this game,
Yeah, I can't either.
and they think
I
parts
could,
are funny.
well, yeah, you think this game would be right up their alley, but I don't know. Who knows?
But and this episode, like I said, I know it's quick, and the when we go to play the Dumb Duck episode, that one's going to be kind of quick also. So we'll get some bigger games in here, that we can sit here and we can chat about for a while. But it's just like I said, it's nice just to get out a quick game, especially it's summertime, everyone's busy. We are no different than that, between all the stuff that you're doing to prepare for your wedding this fall and the nice weather and everything to do outside. It's nice to have these little games and knock them right out, and the podcast as well. And I don't know, I love doing these podcasts. It takes a little bit of time, but to hear them, to hear the music, put it all together,
Yeah.
it's kind of fun.
No, I enjoy it. It's very therapeutic. I love it when we can, we've had a rough day and we can get together in person and talk about something we enjoy and share some good laughs, and it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Well, this game, it actually, I'm sorry, this podcast isn't going to go live till July 30th.
Hmm.
And I know there's a lot of things that happen between now and the 30th, but that puts our next episode coming out on the 13th of August. So it
Right.
gives us a little time. Uh, should we follow this game up with Super Mario?
Oh, it's
You know
not a
the
bad idea.
the
Keep the
original one
trend
for the
going.
Nintendo. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm game.
yeah,
Yeah,
that would
that'd be
be a
fun.
fun one. I know it's going to be a lot longer podcast, but so much nostalgia coming there. That game
Oh, yeah.
you can play that game over. I play it over and over. I play it at
Yes,
least once a
easily.
year. And we both have our Switch out, so we can definitely play it there. I have no desire to. Well, shoot, I might even pull out the Nintendo I have sitting over on the shelf and popping it in and playing it with the brick. But
Oh, yeah, I really get the feel for it.
oh my gosh, that is no lie. This game could be played on that brick.
Easily.
Yeah, There's no doubt in my mind that this could actually be a Nintendo game. The
You
only
could
thing
probably.
not a Nintendo game would uh would be the artwork for the cover. It's
Yeah.
too smooth.
Yes. Yeah. Not blocky enough.
In fact, I'm kind of surprised that Nintendo supported this game since
Well,
it's a blatant ripoff of Mario.
I was gonna say, I
Or,
mean,
ooh,
it's no Pal
not a
World,
ripoff.
but
This is the Weird Al of Mario.
yes, absolutely. I mean, you have all the good pop culture references. You've got farts and mermaids and Hulk Hogan. This just screams a Weird Al song.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. What a great little time here. Oh,
I
shoot.
love it.
Well, is there we scored it, we talked about it, we made fun of it. Is there anything else we need to do for it before we sign off?
Not that I can think of, but I am gonna say it's funny. So I was recorded in the room, and I walked out because we're getting ready to kind of wrap it up and finish it up. And Haley is sitting on the couch playing the game as we speak.
No way.
Yeah, yep.
Well, then let's pause for the cause and see what she thinks of this game.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll pause for a second and we'll get her on here and see if she has any
He
commentary.
doesn't want to talk on this podcast. Just ask her how she likes it.
I will. Let's see here. Oh, she's on the boss fight right now.
She is. Which one?
Yep, the first one.
Oh, the first one? Well,
Yeah,
she hasn't thrown a controller yet, has she?
not yet.
No.
She also has her noise canceling headphones on, so she can't hear me at the moment.
Oh, good girl. Well, we'll let her get back to that. Don't distract her. Don't give her any of the cheats either.
I
And
won't.
if she has something to say, we can patch it in at the end, here right after the music. But anything else before we sign off, bud?
Not that I can think of it.
All right.
She's
Well,
killing it. She's down to the last row of hearts on the boss, and she's got one life left.
oh yeah. No, that's a time right there.
Yeah. Oh, she just died. You
She
wanna?
just died.
What do you think? What do you think? You like it? You played 2 through 5, and then you got to that boss. Oh, so you're cheating.
No, I just didn't. I wanted to know how to what you're supposed to do. I didn't find out how he did beat him, but when you're supposed to hit him.
Okay. But you like it? It's a fun little game? All right. I'm glad you enjoy it.
All right, guys. Well, before he gets his beat, we are gonna go ahead and sign this game off. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the next game up is Super Mario.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Hey, have a good one, everyone.